Dun, 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 dun. What's up, y'all? It's a new day, and it's a wonderful day. The external sensor is here for the Lippert Ground Control 3.0. I know where it needs to go. Now I just need to get down there. And one of the things that kind of slows me down in getting down there is the fact that it hurts so much to get down there. So I stopped by Tractor Supply and bought these nice knee pads. Sometimes having the right tools for a job can make the job go so much smoother, and that includes personal safety devices. I'm tearing up my knees when I crawl down there. I really don't have any issues with crawling around, doing things, but if it hurts, then it's gonna slow me down. Something like this is really helpful. I also just got a box in for a map that we got so we can start tracking what states we've been in. Where'd he go? Cut this box up and lay it down on the ground to help me with the rocks that were just cutting into my back. So here we go. Let's get under there. Let's get this done. So I put that piece of cardboard down, and then the wind almost immediately was like, nah, you can have that back. All right, I've got my Gorilla Tape, multi-tool, ratchets, the sensor to be replaced, and my pool noodle as a pillow. First thought was put this down here so I could lay on it. Ooh, these knee pads are nice. Then I thought, put everything I need over there. Oh, you know what I don't have? Lights. These knee pads are great. Too bad it's only really used for just a few moments while I get down here. Hey, my chapstick that I lost the other day. It's still down here. Hey, a pool noodle. I need elbow pads too. Here's the graham cracker chapstick, Tanya. It's by your feet now. Oh yeah, the cardboard is nice. Very nice, big improvement. Okay, roll over. Pool noodle of pillowness in place. I'm directly above it. I mean directly above it, it's directly above me. I couldn't find my GoPro gripper. That screw to the right, a little hard to get because I didn't quite clear it, but I've got my ratchet set, so that should be easy. All right, let's start with a 10mm. That's really close. 3/8, let's try a 3/8. I feel like a 3/8 is perfect. Got my nice, this is a 1/4 inch Craftsman ratchet. The socket is not Craftsman. My grandfather taught me, don't go out and buy all the tools. Just get the ones that you really need. Because a lot of times you spend hundreds of dollars on a bunch of tools and you only wind up using like 7 of them. Pretty easy to loosen it, wasn't too tight. So I'm just gonna loosen it for now, and that did work with the 3/8 1/4 inch socket. I'm gonna disconnect this cable right now. This is where I wish I had the GoPro to grab on. I need 2 hands for this. Disconnected. Now here's some food for thought. If you're wondering why I cut the way I did, so I've got the 3 cuts. Well, think about it. When you're going 65 miles an hour with your RV, which way is the wind coming from? From that way back. So now the strongest point of this is still connected. So that's kind of my thought process in a physical layer of how I should cut this so that it stays in one piece. It'll be less drag from the 65 mile an hour wind coming through here. Sorry if the microphone's creeping up on my throat, so it might be, I'm sorry if you hear me and it's like, blah, 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 blah. It didn't take much to loosen those, but they're still not hand loosening. Yeah, just gotta kind of keep working this. Goes easy with a nice good Craftsman ratchet, but trying to use just your fingers doesn't quite make it. And there was not any new screws that came with the new sensors. You want to make sure to preserve your same screws. When you place the order for this part, it actually references there's no mounting hardware. So there's a bracket or a plate in here. So I guess that bracket or plate. So this bracket or plate is welded. You can see the welded beads there. Not something that I would want to be messing with, especially from this angle. Just a little awkward, I suppose, the way that I'm laying. This piece of plastic is blocking my view. Yeah, these screws, wow, they really dig in. I think these are like a zip screw or a self-tapping screw. I'm having to ratchet them all the way out. Oh, there we go. The one from the left is out. Put it on my glove there. Yep, I gotta keep ratcheting out the second one. It's getting a little bit tighter as the screw gets closer to the plastic. It does not want to come out of there. It's down to that last part. That self-tapping, or not sure the exact technical term on that one. Maybe Jesse from Happy Place Camping or something, or Sean could come on and kind of allude to which this is. There you go, a closer look at that screw. Yeah, if you know what exact type of screw that is, I'm curious to know. My initial thought is self-tapping, but I don't know, I'm not sure. All right, so the old sensor is completely out. Old sensor. Time for the new sensor. Kaylin just came home. She had been out escorting Kira to her friends. Got some bubbling on the label. Hopefully everything's okay. This is not serviceable. So it looks like the holes on the plastic, they use the types of screws that they used because they want it to kind of dig in. Make sure I set my ratchet for the opposite direction. So they want it to kind of dig in through the plastic, and that's what really holds it in. So the screw is gonna just dig into that plastic, and I'm really regretting not having this cut a little bit further over. So the screw will just go right up through. I think I'll go on the left one first. It gets a little tiring to hold your hands over your head like this. I'm gonna kind of wish that I had my drill for this. Yeah, I think this will go a lot better if I have my drill. But that means I have to get out. Drill, 3/8 socket, 3/8 adapter. Adapter to put in the drill. Here I am, back again. Checked it, wrecked it, let's begin. It's nice when you have the right tool. Difficult thing is going to be the secondary screw. Now that I've got that one screw set pretty well, maybe I can try this. I don't have to hold, because before I put the first screw in, that sensor was just flopping all over the place. And it was difficult to hold that as well as everything else that I had to hold. Maybe I can try to feed it at an angle. the way that screw is designed kind of eat into the plastic too much. So the problem could be if you over torque with the type of screw they use, since they're not using like a bolt with a nut on top, they're just digging into the plastic. So if you do it too much, you wind up risking just totally eating away all the plastic, and then the screw no longer has anything to hold on to. Then we'll be off to be buying a new nut and bolt as the hardware. So that's all in place. I'm so tempted to just not even seal everything up and just hit auto level and play. And really I should just seal everything up though, because when you think about it, if this new part doesn't fix it, then it's somewhere else, right? Not necessarily, I mean, it could be somewhere within that cable, but if it's not here, then it's going to be the connection at the other end. So I might as well just go ahead and seal this up. The cables are seated down nice and neat. Now I'm going to tape this plastic back in place. This black Gorilla Tape really does seem to be the best that you can get for putting on the bottom of the RV when you have to open it up. Usually it's pretty good about re-adhering itself to whatever you're doing. Yep, I strongly recommend everybody that's got an RV, get yourself a nice roll of the black Gorilla Tape. Keep it in your RV. Multiple uses, not just this. Whereas I was just kind of, before I was just pushing it up, when I just wanted it to be able to stay closed while I wasn't working on it, I would just push it straight through. But now I'm trying to get the plastic to match up so that I can properly tape it on both sides. And I may do multiple, I may not just leave it at this one. Stuff's so sticky. Stick to yourself. Okay. Obvious things you'd want to keep out is insects of any kind. So this could probably just fly in here. Rodents is a real big enemy of RVs because they like to get in and chew on cables. Progressive Insurance, who we have our RV insurance through, actually offers a extra rodent protection. And I'd heard so many horror stories, I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and pay for that. That way, in the off chance that we discover we've gotten a mouse in here that's just chewing up everything and destroying it, we have some financial recourse for that. I find with this knife or with this tape, whereas I would use scissors and cut directly across, with a shorter knife like this, I just kind of go right in the middle of it and go one way and then go back to the same line and go the opposite way. Seems to be giving me a nice clean cut with this Gorilla Tape. This is just with one piece on each crack. I don't know. It's hard to say. Do I want to go thicker than that? On this one we did 3 last time. It looked like whoever originally cut this piece had a wider, like 3-inch Gorilla Tape. Love to know where you get some of that. What I'm checking for is, so as the RV's bouncing down the road, what kind of play am I getting? So I can see a little bit of movement there. Just simulating, hey, I'm driving down the road at a fast speed. What's happening? I think that'll be all right. I think my best decision was not cutting here. So I think we're good. So this is my original 3 strips of duct tape that was here. Not duct tape, but Gorilla Tape. I'm gonna circle around and take care of that. That's funny. I don't remember reversing the camera. These rocks are just coming right through the... Just coming right through the cardboard. So I keep my Gorilla Tape inside of a big gallon bag because what happens is the sides will pick up all kinds of gravel. It'd be good if I put away my sockets here. Make a big mess if I try to take these sockets out of here all opened up. So that way I'm not hemorrhaging sockets all over the place. Alright. I'm coming out. But now I just kind of set everything out there. Drag the cardboard back. Yeah, some elbow pads. That's real nice right about now. Loving these knee pads. Look at that. The rock actually came with the cardboard. You see all the dents in it? That hurts. Yeah, this was just me in an effort to stop being so bouncy inside. Some of these I was wondering if I was going to have to hammer back out. That wasn't too bad. But I do need to put the piece of wood back under there. Yeah, that should be pretty good. If it cracks another board, I don't really care. This one's a little bit of a pain to go under this slide. But hey, I have my new knee pads now. So I think I'm just gonna leave the red ones on the mid. The back ones don't have enough space. What you eating?
Ice cream.
H-E-B Creamy Creations? Cookies and cream? Yum. Is it cookies and cream or is it strawberry?
Strawberry.
Awesome sauce. Let's do a reset. Well, the sensor's still flashing. See if I can look at it from this end. See what's going on. So I can do these screws here, take that shroud down, but look at all that insulation they got around it. Assuming one of those that comes down from there goes out through the back. Oh, I need a place to put the screws. Just found my foam pad. Oh man. Why are you hiding out over there, bro? Bro. That foam pad's gonna come in handy right now. So this should be the main computer right here for the leveling system. Oh, great. Screws are flying everywhere. Lost one back behind me. Oh. Why on earth they felt the need to seal all that up like that, I don't know. All right, auto leveling main computer. Look at that, we got great big 30 amp fuses. Left front, left mid, left rear. Left front, left mid, left rear. Right front, right mid. Hall connector, room hall connector, RF hall connector. Mount this side up. So, which one is going to the back? All right, so I looked at all the attachments in the main computer and they looked fine. I came back up here. Well, first I watched a video from Jarhead and Ginger's Journey where Scott replaced his, and he came inside and did this cool thing where he found a new menu where if you touch the word leveler 5 times, you get a new menu. So, but when I came back in here, the error was gone. Woot woot, gone, gone. Now we're dealing with a new error. Probably because I'm trying to level it with the slides out. Kaylin, yeah? You need to bring the slides in. All right, I put the slides in, so we try this again. I didn't bother with the bedroom slide. That's not too heavy. We'll see if I regret that. I'm gonna do a retract all, kind of reset it. And I guess I could try again from here. Just flashing green. It's thinking about it. There it goes. Okay, so readjusting the front. So I was thinking what was happening. I left the slides out and tried to level. This one was really struggling. But when you think about physics, with these slides all the way out, kind of puts more weight over this way. So I went ahead, brought these 2 in. I went ahead, just did the living room too, because the living room is the heaviest slide. So now we'll do it again. Like I said, the closet doesn't stick out that far, not that big, not that heavy. If I still have problems, I'll try it again. This one's working. It's still, I don't know. It's like struggling so hard. Now I'm worried about the motor on this one. Red light. All right, I'm gonna do a retract all. Let me see if I can get a red bucket under here. That's a wrap. It is level and set up. Here's the problem that I was running into with this jack trying to overwork itself. When I was going inside and I was looking kind of at the manual mode, you've got a front to back, you have a side to side front and a side to side rear. Now I know that we were kind of lopsided because our bathroom door would just kind of shut on its own, which it shouldn't do that. If it's perfectly level, the door will just stop moving. So I knew that was out of whack, but what I was seeing was the front was out of whack by about 0.6. The back was out of whack by 3.6. Who just replaced the rear sensor that would tell it that information? This guy. So what needs to happen? Recalibration. That's right, it needs to be re-zeroed. But how do I re-zero it when this guy doesn't have a manual level like you would use in woodworking? I left it in the underbelly of my old RV and I haven't bought another one since. So we need to buy another one. So here's what I did. I started to manually adjust everything and I watched the door to the bathroom. And when I got the door to the bathroom so it would stop moving, then I recalibrated to 0. I learned how to recalibrate to 0 from the YouTube channel Jarhead and Ginger's Journeys. Scott actually showed us on there with the same exact Lippert Ground Control 3.0. Sorry, I'm trying to block the wind. Tap the word leveler 5 times, or at least until this little warning pops up that says you're going to go into advanced menus. Then you click on yes. And you've got, I saw 2 options in there. The first one is reset to 0, which is what I wanted to do. The other one is connect wireless. Connect wireless? We'll be playing more with that later because I want the ability to do this with my phone from the app. We'll do more on that later. But for now, I got it. Like I said, the bathroom door was no longer shutting. It was just sitting still. Then I reset to 0. After I did that, I retracted all jacks. Then I hit auto level and we had success. Yes! Is it perfectly level? I do not think so. I think that it may still be a little tweaked. So before the next time we move, I will buy myself a nice, like, I don't know, 2-foot long yellow level like I used to carry with me everywhere so that I can check it. It's going to become a part of my daily chores, not daily, but every time we move. It's going to be part of my checklist to be checking the level. And so when we get to a site that's a little bit better than this, because this site's not that level, so we'll make sure that we're really properly level and we will reset to 0 again. That way we will know, all right, we're good. But as of right now, it's feeling pretty good. The doors aren't shutting. So the only thing I guess I am a little worried about is it's trying to relieve frame twist. So that's part of the problem there. The back sensor thinking it's so out of whack, the overall computer's like, your entire frame is twisted, bro. Híjole. That is a bit scary to think about. I don't know what to do with that information. I hope it's not actually twisted. So we'll at least get ourselves back to where we know that we're level. But we are done. I've had the problem, so all the slides are back out now. We're ready to live in it again. But in the meantime, while I was troubleshooting that, all the girls came home. They're all hungry. Blood sugar is low. They're snapping at each other. Mom's like, we gotta feed these kids. Yes, ma'am, we need to feed these kids. So I'm going to let y'all go. This has been a fun and productive day. Thank you all so much for watching our videos. We hope that you like our videos. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to us. Don't ring that bell if you don't want to be notified every day, because I don't want to inundate you. I want you to be happy to watch our videos, not, ugh, this guy again. So you treat that bell however you want to. And Douglas, good morning, sir. If you are Douglas, good morning. Remember, life happens, even maintenance to your RV. Don't let it stop you. Stay fresh, cheese bags.